Hey, it's Life with Shauna Renee here, back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe. More videos on the way on period. This video is dangerous dating pool. Let's watch the video. This is part 1, and then I'll upload part 2 after.
Y'all, when I tell you trigger warning, there is going to be some wild things said and discussed in this video, because what I'm about to tell y'all about is literally mind-blowing. Like, I know they said the dating pool got a little bit of pee in it. Baby, this is acid. This is acid in the pool, okay? Run. Before I get into the story, I just want to say I've already contacted the police. I just feel like I need to tell this publicly because I do feel concerned for my safety. And this person clearly wants attention, so I'm going to give them the attention that they're so desperately looking for. 2 weeks ago, I went on a date with a man named Jerome King. Jerome messaged me on social media. I'm assuming that he's followed me for a while. I did not become aware of him until he messaged me a couple of weeks ago. He asked to take me on a date. Me being newly single, you know, clearly unadjusted to what's out here in the world. But I decided, sure, why not? I know that I have a large social media following. I'm not the type of person that's super caught up in that, but I forget that not everybody feels that way, and not everybody recognizes that social media is just a number and people are just people. Jerome suggested that we go to Nikki Beach or Komodo, which, if you're not from Miami or familiar with, both of those are really nice restaurants. Nikki Beach I was already familiar with, Komodo I was not. So we initially decided to go to Nikki Beach, but it rained that day, so we changed our plans and decided to go to Komodo. Once we got to Komodo, you know, overall, I would say I had a decent time. There were some things that happened that I was a little concerned about, but at the end of the day, it's a first date, so it's not like I'm going to be like super picky about these things. You know, I feel like we're just supposed to be getting to know each other, having some fun, enjoying each other's company, and for the most part, I did enjoy his company the first time that we hung out. After we finished eating at Komodo's, he suggested that we go to a bar around the corner. So we did. I told him that it had to be fast because the valet was going to end and I had my car in valet. He said it was going to be fast. We end up going to the bar. You know, while we're at the bar, he's saying some things to me, you know, that indicate to me that he's very interested in me, such as, you know, he wants to give me 3 kids and like he's, you know, just a lot. He did try to kiss me, and I politely turned to the side of my cheek because, you know, I'm just a lady. I'm a Southern Belle. You feel me? Like, I come from a different era, cut from a different cloth. I'm a grown woman. You feel me? Like, so I just feel like, you know, let's take things slow. Let's like navigate at a pace that makes sense. You know, I'm not trying to rush into anything. And I expressed all these things to him. I told him, you know, please just respect me as a lady. You know, we'll get there eventually if we do continue to talk to each other, but let's just take it slow. He seemed like he was okay with that, even though he did try more times throughout the night. Anyway, so after we leave the bar, we go to get my car out of valet. He kindly pays for the valet, and then he asked me, could I take him home? So since he had just paid for the valet, he paid for the date, you know, I didn't see any problem with taking him home. So I decided to take him home. It was my birthday, so when we get there, he's like inviting me up to come for a little bit. I'm really apprehensive about it because I didn't want to give the wrong impression by going up to his apartment, but he really wasn't really trying to take no for an answer. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I can come up for a little bit. So I go up to his apartment. We hang out for a little bit, but when I tell y'all, it was like literally so brief and so chill. He had a nice view of the city, so we kind of like was on the balcony, we was chilling, whatever. I want to reiterate that there was literally no sexual conduct between me and him. There was not even like a kiss on the lips. There was not any of that. Like, it was cool though. We had good vibes. Both of us seemed to enjoy each other's company. When I left, everything seemed to be good. It is what it is. Now let's go ahead and get into these messages, because this is where I need to like pick y'all up and get y'all in the speed. Because when I tell y'all, just hold on, this is gonna take a turn for more than the worst. After the day, he's texting me. He's telling me that he feels very blessed and lucky that he got the opportunity to meet me, that he respects me, he wants to support me in my life, and then he told me happy birthday the next day. So when I woke up, I told him good morning, thank you. We had took pictures that night. Like, it was like a real goofy fun time or whatever. But the pictures came out bad, and he was like, I should have put the flash on. So I was just like, at least we got them for memories. He was like, yeah, I love them. I can't wait to see you again soon. And I told him I'm excited to see you again too. So after this, he went on a vacation for like a week and some change. You know, I knew he was going on the vacation, and so I didn't really reach out because I knew that he was on the vacation. Also, I just feel like if you're interested in a woman as a man, like, The man is the pursuer, you feel me? So even though we did have a decent first date, I'm not going to like exert a lot of energy into chasing you as a man, because that's just like not who I am naturally, you feel me? So I don't really reach out while he's away. But while we were at our first date, he was saying that he was already planning our second date. Like, we were supposed to go on a date the Saturday that he got back. He got back on a Friday, which was yesterday. So literally before this man left, he was like, don't go to Nikki Beach until I get back so we can go together the Saturday after I get back. These were his words that came out of his mouth. So Friday, I texted him and said, safe travels today. Literally, that was the first time we had spoken since our date. Super chill, yeah. He responds back, he's like, thanks, boo. I don't respond to that, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't feel no type of way or anything. I just didn't see any reason to respond. He texts me again and he says, let's chill when I get back. So I asked him, are we still on for Nikki Beach tomorrow? He says, yes. I said, yay, I'm excited. He says, me too, I miss you. Now, at this point, this is when everything goes fucking left. One thing about me, like, I like to be very genuine in dating. You feel me? I feel like a lot of people try to love bomb. They try to like gaslight each other into a relationship, into a situationship. And I'm just not with that. Like, I'm all about like genuine honesty, transparency, etc. And the reason I say that is because I'm like, okay, you don't really miss me because you've been on vacation for a week and a half and I haven't heard from you. Like, you know, even us talking right now was because I hit you up and said safe travels, you feel me? Now, I didn't take that as that he was not interested in me. Like, I didn't feel that way at all. I just felt like, I mean, you don't really miss me, because if you miss me, you would have reached out. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I feel like you shouldn't miss me. It doesn't matter. Like, we only went on one date. I don't really care, you know? But what I do care about is just being like genuine. You know what I'm saying? Just being straightforward. We don't have to like love bomb each other into something that is not. So I say all that to say that at the time I didn't respond because I really didn't know how to respond to that message without being inauthentic. So he texts me today and is like, hey, I tell him, hey, sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. I was working last night. Now, honestly, I wanted us to have the conversation about the I miss you thing in person because I felt like communicating through text, it can get a little tricky. But he responded back, K, which let me know that he felt some type of way about the fact that I didn't respond yesterday. So I was like, okay, you know what? I guess we just should have the conversation now. Get it over with. It's no big deal. So I text him back. I say, also, I didn't really know how to respond to your message since I hadn't heard from you in a while. That apparently was the worst thing that I could have ever said. So let me let y'all know now, it's going to be a lot of text messages, a lot of audio messages, a lot of things coming after this. So he responds and says, you don't know how to respond? What message? American women so crazy. I took you to a nice ass restaurant and you saying you don't know how to respond, but you responded with Nikki Beach. That means you're not really interested. I said, that got really aggressive out of nowhere because what do you mean American women? Like, where did all of this fresh and fit talk come from, okay? You said that you missed me, but I haven't heard from you the entire time you were gone, so I didn't know how to respond. I had a great time before and I was looking forward to getting to know more about you, but I'm definitely not interested in this behavior. Because once you start saying certain keywords, certain little, terms, that lets me know what you be watching, what you be on. And honestly, there were some signs. There were some signs and I ignored them. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but we're taking it too far. But baby, little did I know, Jerome was just getting started, okay? He was just getting started with me. He responds, you're not interested in me at all. I have not heard from you either. You could have texted me too. It goes both ways. I feel like you just want me for a free meal. I'm not interested in that behavior. I want someone to have fun with without having to spend a bunch of money every time. And then she says she's not interested. So I say, I was the one who texted you safe travels and started the whole conversation. You suggested both the restaurant and Nikki Beach, not me. And the first time I don't respond, you insult me. I'm sorry that you clearly had negative experiences in the past, and I hope that you found what you're looking for. And at this point, I feel like this is a nice, even break because I can already see the road this is going. So I just decided to kindly invite him to the block party in my phone and let that be that. But he said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, I'm not done with you, okay?
Crazy to date out here now. It's hard to find someone that, that will accept you for you. And then on top of that, like, if you don't want to be with them anymore or you don't want to be with them, they get all offended and take it personal. So, what do you think about these videos? Comment below. This is Life with Sean Renee, and I'm out. Bye.